Another day, another show. Uh, I've got some good feedback for my last couple of shows. Uh, yeah, let's see how this goes. Another day. Today I want to speak to you about something which is extremely emotional. So I'm going to speak about it. I know a lot of you people will have extreme reactions, but it's okay. The last weekend we had the IPL finals. I don't know how many of you all watched it, but I watched bits of it. I watched the Dhoni stumping of Ravindra Jadeja of Gill. Now, I don't know how many of you understand what happened that day. I must have watched that clip at least about 25-30 times. And I'll tell you why I watched it 25-30 times. It is possibly one of the most difficult things to do in cricket is to do what Dhoni did. Jadeja doesn't bowl slow, he bowls quite fast. I think he bowls mid-90s. Mid-90s, I think as fast as Madan Lal. Gill misses, Dhoni stumps. Now, Dhoni stumps is not easy because at that pace, when the ball hits your glove, two things happen. One, the ball reacts, which means it jumps out. And two, your hands move behind with the impact. That's natural. But the man stands there and picks the ball up and stumps him. Like it is normal office going day for him. Let me tell you, I played cricket for Hyderabad. I played at school, colleges, clubs, like any normal youngster in those days. Cricket was like religion to us. So we went to school and we had nothing else to do, we played cricket. So most of us ended up playing some form of cricket or other. By school, colleges, you play for your club. Hyderabad has a very good club culture. So you play for your club. Then you play for your state. You play school level, you play junior level. So I know what I'm talking because I used to be a keeper batsman. Those are skills that he's developed over tons of years of practice and commitment and dedication. I went to Bangalore with the Hyderabad team, with the Hyderabad under-22 team. Now, if you know what Hyderabad under-22 team is, in South there's under-22 tournament. I don't know if it happens in other part of the country. In the under-22, a first-class cricketer can also play. So our Hyderabad side had people like Venkatpati Raju, Hari Mohan, Afan. I don't even recall it, so millions of years back. But yeah, it was a solid side. We lost to Karnataka in the finals. Karnataka also had some great players. We came back, then we had the junior state. In junior state, in under 25, first class cricketers don't play. So you get a lot many other people get a chance to play. I came back from Bangalore and I quit cricket. That was my end as far as a sportsman was concerned. I quit. That was the end. Because I realized I couldn't go further. I had to make a career somewhere else. That is what makes people like us different from people like Dhoni or a Virat or a Gill or a Tendulkar or whoever it is. You name them who's played for India. These are big people because they have committed their life to a cause, a career cause, which is 10-12 years. Virendra Sehwag. There is hard work, there's commitment, there is huge amount of sacrifice. They have no family life, they travel most of the year, 8-10 months a year. They're living off bags. It's very, very difficult. And then to be in that 11, to play for the country, you have to be a genuine talent. Now you're talking of a sport which is played in 7-8 countries. Put this in the context of a sport played in 140, 150 countries, a badminton, a tennis, a shooting, an archery. These are played in 150 countries. Put that in the context of a Sania Mirza, Saina Nehwal. what athletes these are. Another league, Sidhu, PV Sidhu. There is, you cannot even understand, or rather, you can't even relate to the kind of life they lead, the pressures they live under, uh, performing at levels you can't even imagine. Fitness, diet, teams. You know, you need to be a sportsman of some type, even a small club cricketer, to understand what a sportsman goes through. It is not easy. It is possibly the toughest choice you make as a human being. It is the toughest because you have to be at the top of your game to be participating in any form of competitive sport, whether it is school, state, India, whatever it is, correct? And it really, really pains me to see those Olympians who sit there at Jantar Mantar. I sat for a day at Jantar Mantar with a former chief minister who did not want the state to be divided. It's hot, it's dirty, it is sultry. There are people all over the place. It's not a good place to be in. These athletes have been sitting there for months, for nearly a month now. They are being manhandled. It is horrible. You know, we keep talking about brand India, image India. I don't know how much damage this is causing to brand India. This is causing serious damage to brand India because these are athletes who represented India in the Olympics, which means at least, and they won. They are not like those ranked 90. They are the top three, which means they have following in pretty much every country in the world where wrestling is played. And wrestling is a big sport in most parts of Europe, China, Russia. It is huge. Japan. It is culture for them. Wrestling is culture. These guys have won in that kind of a sport in an Olympic, which means these guys are following everywhere. On their Twitter, on their Instagram, they are being followed everywhere. They are being watched by everyone. I don't know what kind of an image or rather taste this whole thing is going to leave. It's going to leave a very bad taste. I am not into politics here. I'm just saying, as an Indian, as a person who believes that that India is a country for the future, we love it, we live here. I think the image of the country is getting soiled. Somebody from the government should just put the ego aside, go and talk to them, and resolve the issue. How difficult is it? Today I read an article from the sports minister asking these guys to be patient. Why will they be patient? They're sitting there on the street eating junk food. These are athletes. They need to be in the gym, practice. Have we lost it as a nation? What are we doing? Somebody just needs to go there, pick the phone, talk to them. And sending politicians is not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. It's going to be solved by the government because the issue is with the government. You need to go there, sit with them, talk to them and resolve it. There are 10 athletes who have given us a lot of pride, a lot of respect in the global space. Close it. I mean, as a well-wisher of the country, as a brand custodian, as a guy who understands the impact of this kind of bad news spreading, it is bad news, bad optics at many levels. Fix it. It is going out of control. Somebody is being advised badly in the government. I don't know who's advising. I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong. Whatever it is, put your egos aside. There are a bunch of athletes who've done well for the country, who've given up a lot for their country. Problem is in the government, we don't have anyone with that kind of background. So they don't understand what these kids have gone through. It can't be so dirty. I mean, every time I see an image of that girl being manhandled by cops, you just feel so small. You feel small, you feel helpless, you feel dirty. I wouldn't want anyone to go through that experience, whoever it is. And I think people who have a little bit of voice, influence, should stand up and talk for these people, these guys who live in palatial houses in Bollywood. And I saw Nasruddin Shah's statement today, which is so nice. Where are the other guys? They made films on their lives. They made money out of them. Where are they? I mean, it is such a hypocritic society we live in. I'm actually really pained, and I really am feeling extremely sad for the state of affairs. This is not about politics. I think you must just throw politics out of the window. This is about a bunch of people who are suffering for a cause they believe in. You are the government, you are the state, you have to be big, you have to be magnanimous, you have to go to them, put them in a room, shift them into a hotel first, give them a proper accommodation, talk to them, and resolve their issue. That's the way it's going to work. This is not about earning brownie points. I fix them, they fix me. No. No, absolutely no. You have to go and talk, sit and close. That's the way it's going to work. And don't let it prolong longer, because there are young children watching all this. They're getting influenced. It's working negatively at multiple levels. And please, for the sake of this nation, for the sake of athletes, nobody in this country want to be an athlete anymore. Please understand. They would give up being an athlete, because if this is the way athletes are being treated, why would they want to be an athlete? They don't want to be an athlete. They don't want to be a sports person if this is the way they're going to be treated. Sports administrators, we've got all kinds of politicians in administration. Why? Look at BCCI. I don't even know anyone who's played cricket in their life. Why are they there? And because the wrong people are sitting in the wrong place, they can't empathize with sports people. They just don't understand how to deal with them. I think as a nation we need to wake up. And if you want to be a superpower, you need to understand that to be a superpower, you have to be a superpower first in sports. Go check out the Olympic medal tally. The top 7 countries are superpowers. That's how it works. A fit body and a fit mind is what makes you a superstar, a superpower, not anything else. Nothing else. I'm sorry, this is a very touchy topic, but I think since I have a platform, it'll be sad if I don't talk about it. I am going to speak about it, and I am going to tell this government to go sit and resolve the issues with these athletes, because I would hate to see a generation coming ahead which would not want to be a sports person watching these optics. This has really bad implications. I really wish and pray common sense prevails, and they reach out, they resolve it, and we move on. This needs to stop. I need to stop quickly. This whole thing of dumping medals in Ganga, it is really, really bad. Why are they doing it? Why are they putting in their life, hard work, respect, pride? I have left cricket 35 years back. I've got my thigh pad, my t-shirt, and my inner gloves that I should keep wickets with as a souvenir. And my daughters always ask me, Dad, what are you doing with this? Why is this with you? That's how sports people are. For us, every little thing is a little memory. I went to London, I went to Lords, I got grass from there and came, the patch. Why? Because that is our life. That is what we want. That is what makes us live and tick. We win our corporate world because we are good at, we've learned through sports, we've lost in sports, we've learned to lose. That's what sport teaches you. If this dies, we are going nowhere. We are going to die as a nation. A lot of people need to understand the implication of what is happening. This is not language, barrier, all that nonsense, caste, creed. It's about a bunch of athletes who have an issue. And I think somebody needs to dump the ego, go and talk to them and resolve it. And every person in this country who's played any sport, whether it is gully sport or sport for the state or school, should stand up and put their hand up in support of these athletes. If you're not doing it, then I think you're doing a big disservice to the nation. It is wrong. What is happening is wrong. And I think it needs to be fixed. I don't know, I don't have words to express my anger, my agony. But I think every athlete, every sports person, all these Bollywood types who make tons of money out of these athletes, who've made films on their lives, need to put their hand up and go up and help those kids there. Enough. Somebody needs to go and do it. Just do it. And if you have the influence to solve the problem, please go to Delhi and solve the problem. But this has to stop. Please figure out a way of doing it and stop it. It's going to hurt us like crazy. I'm sorry, I've been a little emotional about this one, but I had to say it. It's been on my chest for a while now. and it will really pinching me. Thank you very much. See you soon. God bless you.